So let's do this. Manchester United are League Cup winners. They have beaten Newcastle United 2-0. We've just done the watch along. We're now reacting to what is Ten Hag's first major silverware after obviously the Bangkok Cup. I am Joe McGrath. You've got the wonderful Scotty here as well as David Britt with us. I mean, we'll start with you, Scotty. What was that like, that game?
In terms of a spectacle, it wasn't enjoyable. You know, there wasn't the greatest of football to watch for. Newcastle had the better possession, but as Ten Hag's been saying all season, he wanted his players to be clinical in front of goal. Casemiro's header was absolutely brilliant. Got a little bit of luck with Rashford's goal, but listen, it wasn't won just over that 90 minutes. United have deserved this, and we've been building towards this under Ten Hag. And I think if nobody thought the United were on the way back under Ten Hag, they certainly do now. It's not just the League Cup, it's Manchester United's League Cup. Thank you very much.
David, we're seeing scenes now on the TV in front of us. You've got Newcastle fans, Newcastle United players going to the fans and cheering and celebrating. They look destroyed by the defeat. What didn't they do right today?
For me, it was they had a lot of possession and they had the ball in the right areas, but they just didn't do anything. Finally with it, I mean, De Gea didn't really have to do much. He made that one save at the end, he punched it away a couple of times, but if you look at the difference between him and Karius,
wow,
brilliant that. But if you see the difference between him and Karius, it's we've scored 2 goals. We've not had as much possession. We've not been in the areas as much as Newcastle have. But Karius has made 4 or 5 saves, at least. And De Gea's not had to do that. And I think that's the issue with him. When they were in the box or around it, I didn't think never was worried about it. I just thought they'll either lose possession or it'll go wide or.
We're seeing moments now, sorry to interrupt you there, of Ten Hag having little individual moments with players. We just saw him dance with Martinez and Anthony next to United fans, as Anthony and Martinez have got their nation's flags over their shoulders and looking so happy. I think they're actually given to them by fans as well. And then I saw Ten Hag going up to Casemiro and giving him a big high five. Casemiro with an incredible smile on your face, and Bruno, maybe they're discussing little bits of the game there as they jokingly talk about the fact that they're going to be picking up silverware now.
I hope that was in pointing, why don't you pass it?
Yeah, I think it was. I think we're just seeing Casemiro fucking tell him off. Listen, we'd love to get all your comments read out as well. Make sure you leave a like on this video. If Manchester United are back, leave a big like on the video. Tim Sim with a super chat. Let's get to Tim Sim. Might be early to call, but high chances we can pull off a domestic double by winning the FA Cup 2, ? The drought is over. Glory, glory, Man United. We can't show the trophy lift, sorry, but we can talk about it. Scotty, Newcastle players are going up to to collect their runners-up medal.
Yeah, they must feel a bit hard done by, really. You know, they did a decent performance, and then I think on any other day, if they had a good striker or goal scorer, then that would have been a different situation. But I think Newcastle fans, you know what's coming around the corner in terms of the investment that they've got in the future. And it looked like yesterday they had a great day, but this is definitely Manchester United's day and to pick up silverware. And I know a lot of people have said like it's just the League Cup. But if you look at Casemiro, who's won countless Champions Leagues, and look at the smile on that man's face and all the rest of the team and stuff, what that means to players of that calibre and what it means for Ten Hag to get this under his belt. Because I think it might have been a stumbling block had we lost today, but it's just, this is laying down now the sort of foundation that we hope to build on with under Ten Hag and moving forward with Manchester United.
Well, you look at the stats, 62% to possession to Newcastle. They had so many more passes, but the shots pretty much were the same. However, the shots on target, you mentioned this, 2 shots on target for Newcastle, 9 for Manchester United, and we converted 2 of them with the goals from Casemiro from a free kick, and then the wonderful finish. Well, it was a deflection in the end from Botman, but it was a great run from Rashford. Newcastle getting their medals now of coming second. Can we find out who was man of the match? Was it Casemiro being man of the match? Let's speak about him for a second. What a player.
Class. He was everywhere. He was forward. His defensive work especially was amazing. He was on like near the corner flag trying to keep the ball in, stuff like that. He was just all over the place, and he was, like you saw there, demanding from players, even after the game's finished, complaining to his teammates, why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that? But yeah, he's just a Rolls Royce of a player. He's amazing.
He is a Rolls Royce of a player. I think I'm just having a little look at this now. So is it the co-owner of Newcastle shaking hands with all their players. I think the Glazer family, Avram Glazer, will be there right at the front there.
I want to know where Dubravka is.
That's the main question. Michael Lyon says, I'm a Geordie born and raised, but I'm a Red till I die. Eddie Howe getting a little celebration, handshakes. Scotty, what was the key moments for you in the game?
It's just keeping the composure when we were under the caution the first 20 minutes. I expected Newcastle to come flying out like that to try and get an early goal. United's defence just kept their heads, and obviously the header from Casemiro completely started to change things. And Newcastle,
Cam Waters.
In fact, this just in from Ethan James on Twitter. Man United deserve it. Better team. Congratulations. There shouldn't be any opportunity. This shouldn't be our last opportunity to win trophies. We should do an open top bus to celebrate it. What?
There's both Bruno and Harry Maguire now walking up to pick the trophy. I think they agreed before the game that with Fernandes playing more games than Harry Maguire this season, that they're both going to pick it up together. I think after this season we'll probably see more of that from Fernandes, because I don't think it'll be many more times Harry Maguire will be in this opportunity in a Manchester United shirt.
Indeed. So we're going to go see now moments away from actually Man United picking up the League Cup. This must be a big moment, but only the start, Scotty.
Yeah, it's just the beginning now, this for Manchester United. I think Ten Hag's, if people want to call it a project under this new manager, then what a start. And I think we're ahead of where people expected us to be.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really expected us to be picking up silverware or in the league position we are, or fighting for a Europa League and still in the FA Cup. And people will say the quadruple is beyond us, but still to be in this stage now where we've got one trophy under our belt. Where were we last season, man?
This time last year, we wouldn't imagine we got anything.
Not at all. And I'm delighted for all the players there, in particular Marcus Rashford, for what he's done so far this season. But all of them, man, like to a man, they've started representing what the fans want in the stands, and it's just great. And it's Manchester United, man.
Nova Avengers put a comment in there, and I completely agree with it. United can beat anyone. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
United are the best team in the world right now. We're beating Barcelona. We can go 4 days later and win a cup.
We got beat by the top of the. Yes, I agree with you. We got beat by the top of the league by Arsenal, and we were missing, I'd say, our best player in that game.
Yeah.
Right, when he was playing early on in the season, we beat him. Last time we played Man City, we were supposedly one of the best teams in the league. We did them at Old Trafford, right? So if opposing fans don't think we're as good as them, we've got the evidence to say that we can go toe to toe. We just battered Barcelona we beat them over 2 games in Europa League.
Yeah.
I don't fear anyone that's put in front of this club.
We are watching now the United players going up onto the balcony in which they will pick up the Europa. That's getting ahead of myself. The League Cup.
It is way better than having a little plinth on the.
It is way better. Fernandes getting his medal, saying hello to the people handed it to him. The gold medals of Casemiro and now Delo, who played a good part in the first half, but unfortunately,
well, they're not.
Nobody's shaking the Glazer's
hand. I don't think he's going to get shaken too often. But you don't know. He is your boss. Do you know what I mean? At the minute, he is. Anyway, the Glazers, Avram Glazer is there to see his team pick up the Carabao Cup. I don't think many United
Look at the smile on Casemiro, man.
It's mad, though, isn't it?
Because he's a winner and he wants to, when he retires, look at Ten Hag there, made his way into the pitch. What an incredible manager.
Go on, Eric.
What a moment we are witnessing here. I think we'll look back on this whenever, I don't know if it is in 5, 10, 15 years, whenever Ten Hag may leave United, this is the first trophy he'll win of many.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Sir Alex Ferguson's reign, it started with a domestic cup, and this could be the same. Go on, the lads.
Go on, Maguire and Bruno lifting it together in a big goal! And Manchester United are League Cup winners. The celebrations galore and the smiles on the faces of the Reds there. What a moment. I absolutely love it. Each player will get an opportunity now, including Weghorst, who didn't know he would be picking up a cup, did he? Can you imagine what's going through his head? Martinez looking so incredibly brilliant. I think it's just Casemiro's just been told he's man of the match as well, and he's just celebrated with his new trophy. We are reviewing the game, of course, but we are also watching Manchester United picking up the cup. David De Gea. It's been so long since he's picked up a cup, obviously, with us. Look at Eric Ten Hag.
Ten Hag's not touched the trophy yet, though.
Ten Hag with his
there you go, Fred.
around Anthony. looking incredible. Fred. Malasia there as well. Big smiles on everyone's faces. The trophy's getting to the low and up he goes. The red side of the Wembley is bouncing. And you got Lindelof. Lindelof, that's funny, isn't it? Lindelof. Who is
Tom Eaton.
As well. Where is Dubravka, I wonder? Can I have a little look in? Can I have a little look in? The trophy being passed down and down and down.
Here's Rashford.
Love it. What an incredible moment for Marcus Rashford as well. Getting its way all the way down to the main man himself. The person who's made it all happen.
Go on, Eric.
Ten Hag. Yeah, what a moment. And hopefully many, many more to come. Always stays with me. The chat Ten Hag said about eras can change and eras will be over. And I'm not saying that the other managers' eras are over, but his is definitely here.
This is the beginning now, isn't it?
It
really is.
We're still in 4 cups. You know, the Premier League will be incredibly difficult. The FA Cup and the Europa League, they're just cups, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we can beat anyone.
No doubt we're the favourites for the Europa League. FA Cup, we've got a decent draw in that. Who knows where this could go? But like Barcelona on Thursday and like this now, this momentum, this belief, this confidence amongst each other and the faith in the manager, why can't we just go on to bigger and better things?
Right, let's wrap things up and just...
Having a chat with Southgate.
Southgate, you fucking...
Yeah, don't be listening to him.
You should have played Rashford, you fucking... Imagine getting knocked down by France when you had him in the fucking back catalogue. Anyway, don't like Southgate. Anyway.
You hide it so well.
Oh, I do. The final thoughts then, David, on that Carabao Cup win.
Not the greatest of games. We did what we had to do. It's a trophy. This could be the kickstart for everything now. I mean, Fergie did it with the FA Cup. This could be Ten Hag's FA Cup. This could be the thing that gets him going. You know, we're just looking towards the future. The players we've got, what we can bring in. It's looking amazing at the moment.
All the managers that have done well in the Premier League. I mean, Jose Mourinho was a big fan of the League Cup and always used that as something to sort of build a platform on, and he used to love winning it. Like I said, Ferguson with the FA Cup being domestic. Pep Guardiola, I think they've won it 4 out of the last 5 years, haven't they? The Carabao. So people can downplay it as just being the League Cup, but this, you can see the look on the players' faces there. This actually means something, and it'll just... belief, begets belief. I think we'll just carry on now, and I think we'll just...
You just got to look at Casemiro, the man who's won it all, and look how happy he is to win this.
Yeah, incredible. Bruno bringing the cup down. They do another little one here, but we're going to leave it there. I will ask you a question, though. How many trophies does this lead to now, David? This season.
I'll go on. I'll go for it 3.
You think we're going to win the FA Cup and the Europa League? I like it. Scotty?
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not writing the league off either. Why not?
Why not? Momentum can build. The only thing I don't like about the league is it's in other people's hands, whereas the Europa League and the FA Cup is in our hands, if you get me.
Yeah, but I mean, if we've learned anything over the last 90 minutes, Joe, is that you're a nervous nanny.
And
then
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah,
I'm not doing another fucking watch. Anyway. Right, Scotty, where can people find you?
You can find me on the Scotty and Motty podcast with Jay Motty, or if you want to hit me up on Twitter, that's at @arkid, ARGH kid.
Lovely. David, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Just search David Pritt, you'll find me.
And yeah, the Sloppy Joes podcast is recording tomorrow with our Newcastle United producer, Newcastle United fan producer Ethan. So that'll be good fun. So that's going to be out on Tuesday. Find us on the Sloppy Joes podcast. But enjoy the celebrations, and of course enjoy all the videos that are going to come your way from Joe Smith and Howson and Jay down at Wembley. Loads are coming here on the Stretford Paddock channel. So we'll see you in a bit.